Since as long as man has been aware of his own end, history has existed. And for as long as history has existed, man has strived to make his mark on history. As such, people have spent their entire lives worrying about how they will be remembered after they're gone. Throughout history, people have done interesting things to develop their legacy. Some pharaohs built pyramids. But sometimes people just do what they feel they have to do to improve the world they're living in now. Eugene Debs is someone who has few monuments to his legacy, but is a man who touched millions of people and helped shape a better world for millions of working people who will likely never know his names. Born the son of two French immigrants in Indiana, he helped his family run their business until going off to work on the railroad to earn some more money and soothe his wanderlust. It is there Eugene found his place among the members of the working class and began to understand the struggle he would spend the rest of his life on. Eugene bore witness to the struggles of the working class, including harsh working conditions, low pay, and he also witnessed the warmth and brotherhood that came from working with people in such terrible conditions. From this experience, he was motivated to join the Brotherhood of Locomotive Firemen and Enginemen, helping to assure better working conditions for his co-workers. Eugene would soon go into local politics, serving as a clowning clerk in Terre Haute, Indiana, and being drafted to run for General Assembly in the state of Indiana as a Democrat, where he served one term and was disenchanted with electoral politics after failing to get support for a bill that would help railroad workers receive compensation for their injuries on the job. Once out of office, Eugene went back to the Brotherhood of Locomotive Firemen and Enginemen, where he would be a moderate and would never propose a strike and had a healthy relationship with management, a reputation he was proud of. That all changed after the Burlington strike, where the organization was unable to increase wages for their workers. After this devastating loss, Eugene would go on to organize the American Railway Union, a full industry-wide union for railroad workers regardless of their skill or position. The ARU would come to play a vital role in the Pullman strike, where workers of the Pullman company striked over the lowered wages but not lowered rent for their homes in the company town. In response, in a show of solidarity, Debs ordered that no member of the ARU work on any train that had a Pullman card on it. The strike would last 60 days and ended with 30 workers dead after President Grover Cleveland sent in the U.S. Army to break the strike. Debs would wind up in prison for 6 months due to his involvement with the strike. Debs became radicalized after reading Karl Marx's Das Kapital and understanding that capital and labor can have nothing but conflicting interests due to the nature of the current economic system. Debs would build the Socialist Party on the grounds of the railroad organizations he had helped to develop. Eugene Debs quickly became a firebrand for socialism, going on tour and speaking about socialists and socialist policies. He became the nominee for president on 4 occasions for the United States Socialist Party. Eugene Debs' last run for president was from prison. His campaign slogan in 1920 was "From the prison to the White House." He had been jailed previously in 1918 for sedition after speaking out against World War I. In 1920, he came in third in the presidential election with almost nearly 1 million votes. Eugene Debs would be commuted from his prison sentence by President Harding and passed away in 1926 at the age of 70. Eugene Debs' legacy is that of a radical. He was able to bring socialism into the American political discourse. His militant attitude towards labor organization would set the precedent for years to come, affecting organizations like the UAW. In fact, much of the Socialist Party platform would end up being enacted by President FDR, with work programs, Social Security, health insurance being just a few of the policies that Eugene and other socialists ran on during the early 20th century. Eugene's legacy can best be seen today in that of Bernie Sanders and other self-described socialists in the United States Congress. as well as of organizations like the DSA or the Democratic Socialists of America. I'll leave you with a quote that best represents Eugene Debs and his commitment to universal solidarity among working people.
Your Honor, years ago I recognized my kinship with all living beings, and I made up my mind that I was not one bit better than the meanest on earth. I said then, and I say now, that while there is a lower class, I am in it, and while there is a criminal element, I am of it, and while there is a soul in prison, I am not free.